Business Environment Assignment 2, the structure of organisations. P3 is to describe how two businesses are organised. P4 is to explain how their style of organisation helps them to fulfil their purposes. So we're looking at the different types of organisation charts. Okay, let's talk about scenario. You work for Wilkinson & Co., who are a business consultancy group. They've recently been asked by the clients, Lukaku Services, to examine two different types of structure. This is to help Lukaku Services develop effective organisation. Lukaku Services are based in Belgium and one set up in the UK. They want to see how Coca-Cola operate in the UK and abroad, and also how a local public organisation is structured, SGS College. They've been asked to present your findings to the boards in terms of a presentation. The presentation should cover these two general areas: the structure and function of those areas, and the structure how the structure helps achieve its purpose and aims. Essentially P3 and P4. So we're going to go through this and I'll explain what you're going to look at. What I would say is there are two supporting videos and the workbook which will help you. Okay, I know some of you have had slightly less contact time on this, so I made two videos to kind of show it. What I would also say is you can use the pictures and the diagrams from the workbook, and you can use some of the resources that have been handed out beforehand, but essentially I won't allow you to use the objective that was used in the second video, because I don't think that's fair. So please be aware of that. You have to go and use your own initiative. I'll go so far, but I can't let you go the whole way. Okay, your presentation must include the following areas for both SGS and Coca-Cola. So this is task 1. The purpose of the structure, e.g. how does it help with dividing job roles with lines of communication and control. You need to show the types of structure your business uses. Okay, so it might use more than one. You need to include diagrams throughout your presentation of both businesses. Describe the role of 3 functional areas of the businesses. It would be also like finance, marketing, production, customer service, sales, human resources, quality, learner services, for example. But what I want to see is maybe also how they're related to each other, what roles they actually do, and how do they help a business achieve its objective. Okay, those are the kind of things I'm looking for there. So basically, what do those things do? How are they related to each other? How do they help achieve the company's objectives? Same with the structure, same with you know, the whole point of having a structure. And also, what do the bits mean on the diagrams as well for point 2. Okay, so your presentation must also include how the strategic objectives are developed, so primary and secondary research, but also maybe looking at quantitative and qualitative research. How does that help a company look at its strategic objectives, and how are they developed? So in terms of objectives, we're talking about SMART objectives, so maybe looking at how quantitative and qualitative information are used for them. How does a business use SMART objectives? What's the purpose of them? What does SMART mean? What's its purpose? Why is it a useful tool for business? Also, how both private and public sectors have different aims. You need to explain that fully. You need to make sure, you know, look at private sector needs to make a profit, but maybe look at public sector and service delivery. If you get stuck, what I would suggest you do is look at the workbook and look through some of the resources that I've given you, like the videos, and that should give you a good aim to go for. Okay, so that's P3. P4 is quite straightforward. It's just basically described for both Coca-Cola and for both businesses, Coca-Cola and SGS. Describe how its structure and strategic planning help achieve its purpose and aims. So basically, you need to look at the strategic planning and how do the structures help achieve that for both businesses. It will help if you use a workbook, because there's some good tips and aims to have a look there. The presentation will be the second week back. when you come back from holiday. Okay, so you have 1 week to work on it and then the second week back. I hope that helps. Thanks.